Hey everybody, Sixth here. Going to be giving you a game taken from the Dogsi Monthly Open number 5, and this is actually going to be our first game that's going to contend for the Game of the Month award. And basically, we've got this game and we got two other games which are potential winners. So this is game 1, and in the top left we do have the Red Terran Kama facing against New Generation's Juicy, spawning as the Blue Terran on the southwest position on Delta Quadrant, the only 1 vs 1 map to display a fine usage of point symmetry around the Zelnaga Watchtower. Awesome. Which does mean that spawning locations are important. Already we can tell that this backdoor expansion, if it is taken, is going to be particularly vulnerable against any high ground harass here on the high ground right. Could see some Reapers, we could see some Siege tanks siege up here and actually harass both of these naturals. But yeah, both players just going to be opening very usual, as you know, Terran versus Terran openings, not much going on. Generally everyone just goes 1-1-1 just to break open that tech path a little bit. So I would not expect any deviations from either or any player. And tonight actually the Dogsi number 6 is going to be commencing, so definitely arrive there on time for that. If you haven't registered but you want to be there as a walk-on, I would recommend you log on early just in case. You need to get on to the BattleNet and just be there, just so that referees know that you are indeed available. And nothing else going on at the moment. Both players going to be scouting. Kama already sent down his SCV to the southwestern side, scouting correctly, and Juicy actually spotted the SCV come from that direction, so he sent his SCV in the correct direction as well. Going to be spotting the barracks timing from both players, just going to be finishing up at the same time actually, so very aligned builds at the moment. Kama is just a little bit behind on one SCV, not a big deal at all. Both orbital commands coming up, as you can see in the production tab. And neither player are actually seizing the Zelnaga Watchtower. I guess in these positions it might not be as vital, but here we do see an SCV coming down for Kama. Gonna be putting on some sneaky stuff soon. And both orbital commands just over at midway. So the winner of the Game of the Month this month actually is going to be receiving a free beta key for the new sponsor of the Dogsi tournament, Frozen Synapse, which is a small strategy game. It's kind of like Counter-Strike, but RTSE. And they're also donating some nice beta keys for the first, second, and third prize winners of the tournament for this month as well. So big props out to them. And here we do see a proxy factory go down for Kama, so maybe we're going to see some siege tanks on the high ground. Maybe we're going to see it just lift up and go in for some scouting. But at the same time, we do see that Juicy has put down his factory in a more conservative spot with a bunker going down at the front actually, so this already shouts to me Banshees if he has a second gas up, which he's just getting now. It kind of screams to me Banshees, just because when people go Banshees they normally have a bunker at the front. And Kama just putting down a nice little wall of Marines here, all in hold position I think. Whatever. And just gonna deny any scouting. One other alternative that Kama could be doing is just going in with a scout for the factory, although we can see he's not actually going to do that. He's going to land. Just going in for a scout at the factory, that does save you a mule, and just breaking into a Terran front once they bunker off or wall off or whatever, and just getting off any scouting is quite difficult. So scouting factory, very nice player. However, it does look like he's going to be making some Hellions and going in for a backdoor harass. Juicy only has a supply depot on the high ground at the back door, so he might not be able to spot that in time. So very sneaky play here from Kama, and we actually do see a starport going up as well. And here's exactly what I'm talking about. The Hellion tries to go in to get a run by, try and see whatever it can see, but there are no buildings at the front to read the front. He only sees Marines. And really, he doesn't see any other sign of any buildings. He needs to waste a scan at this point, I think, just to see what's going on. But we see no signs of any such scan being put down. Getting supply capped a little bit here on Juicy side of things. Actually getting out a very early Thor. Armory has gone down and the Thor is in production. So Thor is going to be here quite soon, but not quite yet. But he's coming. And a couple of Hellions already being made. Just going to wait. He's going to mass up a couple of more Hellions and then go into the back door and just burn a lot of these SCVs to a crisp as this meal's about to fall apart. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. And Starport with a tech lab, going to be getting out a Banshee and cloaking actually. This SCV is still here, so we may not be seeing the end of these proxy shenanigans, but it does look like that cloaking has gone down. It's going to take a while to finish. And meanwhile, more Marines going to be massing to the front. However, this force... Oh, the Hellions actually came in the back door. Let's take a look at the units tab. I'm sorry, I missed that. And there's actually a differential of 10 SCVs in favor of Kama. So it does look like that Juicy is going to be forced to move out. He feels the pressure. He needs to move out with this Thor. He's taking a few SCVs to come help repair. And what Marines that he can muster, he's actually salvaged the bunker as well. And just going to be self-repairing his SCVs a little bit before he moves out, just to get up some extra hit points to tank. But it does look like that. At the same time, Kama is trying to put up a bunker. Not sure if it's going to be finishing in time. And here we go. The Thor is going to come up. The Marines need to get out of the way. They need to move back, and the bunker finishes, but it's not going to be of any use. It's completely shut down and needs salvage immediately, as these Marines are nowhere near. And it does look like that Kama's going to pull all the SCVs off the line, try and tank some damage. These Marines are going to be putting on a hell of pain, lots of pain, hell. Yeah, going to try and take down this Thor as quickly as possible. It's SCV on Marine at the moment. And keep in mind that this is patch 1.1.3, so repairing SCVs do not take combat priority. They do not take the same priority as a combat unit, but as you can see, if we go back to the units tab, the differential of 10 was just cut down so heavily. So I would say that Juicy's trade just then was quite favorable. He cut down the economic lead quite a bit. He is in a position where he can catch up, but Kama is putting down an expansion. And Juicy hasn't scouted this at all, so it doesn't look like he's going to be going in for another push with the Thor. However, actually he has indeed scouted the command center with that earlier push. Excuse me, and this Thor is going to come in with a Marine and a couple of SCVs. At the same time, we see... I saw our base is under attack. I guess it's when more Hellions came out, and actually... Oh, the two Cloak Banshees came in to do some damage. But this Thor is going to be going down... Missile turret actually being built in the main. Juicy definitely feeling wary of these Cloak Banshees. He has to waste a scan to try and take out one Banshee goes down, and the other Banshee looks like it's going to escape. Actually comes back into the scan radius and gets picked up by the Thor. Once again, this Thor on 17 kills total boss, and this missile turret is 10 hit points away from finishing. So definitely trying just in the nick of time taking out the SCV. However, it doesn't look like that this batch is going to be going down. The orbital command that was transforming in is cancelled, and this command center is forced to lift off. More Marines being rallied for Juicy into the main of Kama, and Kama needs to lift up this command center very soon, as it doesn't look like he's going to be able to mine any more from his own base. So no more forces. Very curious game we're having here. More an SCV being rallied here. This command center just chilling right here. It doesn't look like this SCV is being summoned to finish off this missile turret. At the same time, however, this orbital command is going to be venturing into the abyss. It does not go into the red, so it is definitely not in any danger of being destroyed by fire anytime soon. Even though, you know, fire in space is a bit weird. And the orbital command is going down. I guess fire in space. I don't know how that works. I think I saw somewhere on a Dead Space video that fire actually turns into a ball in the lack of gravity or something.